semi-final, the second semi-final of the women's 100 meters.
So we'll be looking at the front to see what time does it threaten the 10:91. Then we'll be looking at about 4th and 5th place to see if they challenge 11:22 and 11:25, the two bubble times.
Yeah. Here we see her game face on Sharika Jackson. Are you going to ask her to smile as well?
I'd like her to smile after the final.
Yes. And here we go, the lane assignments. John Smith, Brianna Williams is in lane 1.
One of only 3 Jamaican juniors to ever go sub-11. Brianna Williams has double gold at the World Junior standard back in 2015.
And of course, in lane number 2, she is the fastest junior, 10:92, Alana Reid.
Yeah, Alana Reid, 11:20 in qualifying, 11:09 this season, 10:92. Fastest junior, as I mentioned, Chris, representing Nike. Let's see what she plans for us.
In lane number 3 from MVP Track Club, Tia Clayton.
When do you want to run your personal best? When it matters most. 11:02 last evening. She is super confident going into this semifinal.
And from the University of Technology in lane number 4, Crystal Slowly.
Crystal Slowly, University of Technology, has improved to 10.99 this season, comes in with 11.12 at 2019 knockout under 18 4x1 gold medalist. She is running into form nicely this season.
Yep, in lane number 5 from Sprint Tech, Shashali Forbes.
Has run 10.96 at her best, and right now she's getting right back to her very best, having run 11:03 just last evening. The superstar from Sprint Tech representing for Coach Maurice Wilson.
In a lane number 6, she is the defending national champion. 10:65 is her personal best. Came into the semifinals with 10:99. Sharika Jackson.
Many persons saw her 200-meter races and forgot that she had an 11:03 coming in at 10:99 in qualifying, 10:65 all-time, a world championship 200 meters gold medalist, second fastest woman all-time in that distance.
Yes, from lane number 7 from MVP Shakoria Wallace.
Her 11:24 got her into lane 7. Is she able to make a dent in the top 5?
And in lane 8 from Puma, Lanae Teva Thomas.
Didn't have her best race last night in qualifying. 11:06, her personal best, 11:27 in qualifying. She'll definitely want to run much faster than she did last night.
So, half the field being made up of UTEC MVP, which is MVP UTEC. 4 of the 8 athletes. Tia Clayton, MVP. Sharika Jackson, MVP. Shakoria Wallace, MVP. Crystal Slowly, UTEC. Alana Reid, Nike. Brianna Williams,
Quiet for the start, please.
Sprint Lanae Teva Thomas, Puma. So, final bit of inspections being done by the officials. This is semi-final 2 of 2 women's 100 meters. And sent away cleanly. Look at the start from Sharika Jackson. Sasha Lee Forbes looking good at this stage. Look at Tia Clayton on the inside. Tia Clayton is storming. Sharika Jackson trying to get back. It's Tia Clayton. What time will she produce? 10:83. Wow.
My.
And that would be a massive personal best. That would be a personal best by a city block. What's the official time? What's the wind reading?
86.
Incredible.
Positive 1.0 meters per second, the wind speed as well.
She's now the 10th fastest Jamaican in history. 10.86. That's incredible. Who was the first to get there? Was it her twin sister?
Yeah.
That is incredible. She is now the fastest Jamaican for 2024. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. Her twin sister holding her. Does she lift her up? And this is a Tina Clayton who had the family record at 10:95. She now gives the family record 10:86 to her big sister. They're twins, but one came out first. That Jamaica, brace yourself. Tia Clayton, who had never broken 11 seconds in her life, jumps past 10.9. She doesn't even have a 10.9 time. She ran 10.86. Look at this start. Right here, out quickly. That's her in lane 3. Sharika Jackson got a very good start as well. Sasha Lee Forbes. The only poor start here was Crystal Slowly, who had a lot of work to do. And at this stage, Sharika is like, hey, we need to slow down. We need to ease up. Slow down. But, of course, Tia Clayton would have none of it. Spectacular running.
Well, I'm waiting to see the times because Brianna Williams.
What a performance from Tia Clayton. No, as we see the results.
In 7.
She's with Shaniki Osborne, former MVP coach, and she's one of the young ladies that Shaniki is hoping will make that transition to the senior level.
Saran Kuyati in lane 8.
Yeah, Kuyate representing Guinea. She has 11.67 so far this season. Transferred her allegiance from the USA back in 2022.
I'm going to make a substitution. We're bringing Garfield, and they will take you through the rest of the 100. See you once again is Jeremy.
Well, thanks to Neville as they're sent to their blocks. Of course, Jackson, the defending champion in the event here, 10.84 seconds to win last year as they set inside their blocks. Much has been said about her form thus far this season. 11.04, her season's best. Morrison 8th in this event last year. Set position, sent out, and clean break. Jackson gets out well, and she's easily ahead of the field, just cantering, just prancing, comes across the line now, shuts it down. 11.14 the flash time. Ahead of the Tasha Morrison. It's also right there. Top 3 advance automatically. 11.20. And my Bruce James.
Yeah, top 3 matters, and here we see a brilliant start across the line. The athletes getting through that drive phase very well. Sharika Jackson, not necessarily known as a brilliant starter, but already in the lead. Crystal slowly in lane 3 starts to hustle, and then Natasha Morrison shuts out the top 3. Danielle Williams, negative 1.4 is the win. Look at that comfortable stride. The hurdler, 4th. So we have to wait to see if she will qualify for the semifinals.
All right, so result of heat 1 of the women's 100 meters. Sharika Jackson 11.20, Crystal Slowly 11.30, Natasha Morrison 11.45, and Danielle Williams 11.50, the top 4 from heat 1.
So as Dwayne Excel told you, the top 3 guaranteed a spot, and 24 will advance, so it'll be 3 semifinals, and it's only going to get more exciting.
All right, so we have heat 2 on screen. Michaela Hazley in 2, Alana Reed in 3, Tia Clayton in 4, Janelle Smith in 5. We have a scratch in lane 6, in lane 7, Tritania Lowe, and in lane 8, Alia Baker.
So the excitement here, we're seeing it on screen. Alana Reed, our national junior record holder, and she'll be going up against Tia Clayton now at MVP, who they would have competed against each other a lot at high school doing X-Star. We're also going to see Janelle Smith, who in 2019 was at her peak, getting a gold medal with Jamaica in the 4x1 at the Doha World Athletics Championships. However, we should point out that Janelle is close to her best again. But some 6 years later, after her exploits in Doha. Alia Baker, she's now at Elite. She was at Heidel. And I think the real, we should mention, is Hazley out there, formerly of Immaculate. She's now at Harvard University. So she's to be lane 2 there on screen. Janelle Smith, back at her best. Or right just below her best. She has not broken 11 seconds yet, but ran 11.10 a couple of weeks ago doing Excel. So the top 3 we expect will be Alana Reed out of 3, Tia Clayton 4, and Janelle Smith 5. But there's a reason we run these races, and the top 3 will be guaranteed a spot in the semis, but others are hustling to get time. So that's lane 2 on screen. That's Hazley. Used to seeing her in the blue and white. But then next to her in lane 3, that's Alana Reed, now representing Nike, trains in Florida. Beside her, Dwayne?
Yeah, she's transferred from Florida to Arkansas.
Oh, she's moved to Arkansas now? Okay. And then we have Tia Clayton. We call her the little twin. And then somehow Janelle Smith is the tallest in this field. So,
yeah. And you mentioned her exploits in 2019. She was 6th in that 100-meter final as well.
Yeah. She made the final and then ran on that 4x1 to get gold. Low in lane 7, GC Foster. did we see her in the long jump earlier?
Yes.
And then Alia Baker, elite Formula of Heidel in lane number 8. So we saw the mark so far, Garfield 11.20. Let's see what these ladies do. The wind, Dwayne, negative 1.4.
In the last race.
So center their blocks. Heat 2 of 6, the senior women's 100 meters. Top 3 advance automatically. It's Hazley in 1, Reed in 2, Clayton, the Olympic finalist, second in this event last year. Smith in 5, Lowe in 7, and Baker in 8. Expect Clayton to get out quickly.
Set.
And Clayton gets out quickly. Smith goes with her. Here comes Alana Reed as well. It's Tia Clayton. Janelle Smith trying to stay with her. But looking smooth and easy is Tia Clayton as she comes across the line. 11.16 the flash time. Ahead of Janelle Smith and Alana Reed. Those 3 go through automatically.
I have to tell you, people have been asking me all week for the last 2 weeks, how is Tia doing? How is Tia? Tia just told you, 11.21. The first mark put down, 11.20. But we should point out the wind in this race, a negative 2.6.
Yeah, a great start from Janelle Smith, but Tia Clayton, fabulous out of the blocks. Alana Reed trying to stay with her. But as Bruce said, Janelle Smith coming back to good shape and good form this year. But Tia Clayton, the Olympic Games finalist, eases down to take the win. A little kinesio tape on the right hamstring. But Bruce said questions answered so far. She's in good shape and she gets through the first round.
As the results coming up on screen now, Tia Clayton 11.21, second to Janelle Smith 11.28, Alana Reed third 11.42, and Alia Baker running out the top 4 11.73.
And it's interesting that Bruce mentioned the wind reading negative 2.6, so significantly stronger than the heat before. This time Bruce mentioned a swirling wind in the stadium, possibly giving us the fluctuations in the wind reading.
So Heat 3, and there you see Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. And if you weren't sure if it was her, just look at the hair.
Here we go for the starting lineup. In lane 2, Sharia Henry. Lane 3, Carletta Bernard. Lane 4, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. Lane 5, Kemba Nelson. Lane 6, Marissa Palmer. Lane 7, Jura Levy. And in lane 8, Shamira Williams.
So Shamira Williams, one of the hurdlers there from Elite, out in lane 8. Let's see if she declares. I believe she will. But all the excitement clearly focused on lane number 4 with Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. Right beside her, Kemba Nelson. Herself, a big sub 10.9 top performer at her best. That's Shamira Williams on your screen.
Yeah, Kemba Nelson, 10.88. She's World Championship silver medalist at the 4x1.
There's Henry there of Titans, 11.79 her best.
Yeah. Number 664, Carletta Bernard, 11.19 so far this season.
Here's Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. She has run 10.91 in the last 12 months. She ran at the Velocity Best Meet this year. 10.94 was her opener after her prep school exploits, representing at the Mummies race. She says the best is yet to come.
Kemba Nelson in 5.
Yeah, the 2021 NCAA indoor champion at 60 meters, a silver at the World Championships at her home school, Eugene, 2022 silver medalist at 4x1.
In lane 6, Marissa Palmer.
Marissa is at Georgia State University, that's in Atlanta, and she has run 11.38 this season.
Right from lane 7, Jura Levy.
Yeah, Jura at 11.50, she represents SWEP, trains with Akil Stewart.
Running out the field in lane 8, Shamira Williams.
And Bruce mentioned Shamira Williams, her exploits in the hurdles, a fine hurdler some years ago, has had some setbacks, but she's here representing in this final
on your mark.
With a season best of 11.61.
Right, as they head to their blocks, this marks Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price's final journey here at the National Championships. She said it earlier this week. This will be her last National Senior Championships. Third in this event last year. And also keep an eye on Kemba Nelson there in lane 5. Fraser-Price, 10.91 this season.
Set.
Expect her to get a customary quick start. And Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price gets out quickly. Bernard is also right there. Nelson as well. But look at Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price on her way to a fast-size victory in her opening heat. And maybe the clock being anticlimactic here, but certainly Shelly Fraser-Pryce looking to go out with in style and with a bang, and has started that journey well and winning her opening heat here in the women's 100 meters. So Fraser-Pryce 11:33, just ahead of Nelson.
What a start.
Bernard.
What a start by Shelly Fraser-Pryce. She's no longer running. I know it looks like she's running. She's in total relaxation mode at this stage. Crosses the line comfortably in first. 11:33. So the marks that we've seen so far: 11:20 for Sharika, 11:21 for Tia. We suspect Dwayne Extall a negative win reading. It looks like Bernard, who came in from the University of Texas at 11:47, which is going to be very close, I believe, with the third place time. Negative 2.1 is the official win reading. So Shelly-Ann is here and really looking comfortable.
Yeah. As we await the results of that last heat, we can tell you coming up in heat 4 of 6, we'll have Angelina Ferguson, Shania Douglas, Tina Clayton, Brianna Williams, Antonique Strawn, and Nydia Chance.
And on screen, we just saw a shot of Brianna Williams, who has been returning to good form. 11:04, her season's best, showing good form under the tutelage of John Smith, the former World Under-20 double sprint champion, Tokyo Olympic sprint relay medalist as well. And Shelly Fraser-Pryce looks to exit the national championship stage, and hope that the likes of Brianna Williams will maybe finally come to the fore and Dwayne Extall. And as we're joined by Donald Smith as Bruce James makes his exit. So heat 4 of 6 is up next.
In lane number 2, Angelina Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson. She's run 11.97 so far this season.
All right, in lane 3, we'll have Shania Douglas.
Yeah, Shania Douglas, 11.23 this season. Fantastic at the terrific games.
Of course, in lane 4, Tina Clayton.
Yeah, Tina Clayton, 2-time World Under-20 champion. She won this event in 2020 and 2021. Yeah.
Lane 5, Brianna Williams.
The 2018 World Under-20 double sprint champion. Brianna Williams, 11:04 so far this season.
From the Bahamas, Antonique Strawn in lane 6.
In 2012, she won the sprint double at the World Under-20 Championship. Antonique Strawn, she at her best, 10:92.
And in lane 7, Nydia Chance.
Representing Fresno Pacific, 11:59 for Nydia Chance. So this gentleman promises to be a very good race.
Cracking lineup here, Dwayne Extall and Donald Smith.
Yeah, 3 World Junior champions in it.
Future looks good.
Yeah, well, one of them
is well past.
Well, as they settle inside their blocks, Tina Clayton, former 2-time World Under-20 champion, as they're asked to stand up. Certainly, Tina Clayton has signaled a return to form. The Racers Grand Prix, and 10.98. She was quite happy with that victory. And there are questions about just how much she could get back to her best, but certainly has shown that she is back to her very best. Brianna Williams also signaling a return to good form as they settle inside their blocks. Second time of asking. Clayton and Williams, usually very quick starters, so expect those two to get out early. Strawn usually runs on late. Douglas also expected to be in the mix. Set position. Sent off. Williams gets out quickly. Here comes Tina Clayton now. Takes charge from midway. Tina Clayton, Brianna Williams. The rest left back. Clayton looking easy. Comes across the line now. Takes her foot off the gas. Clayton from Williams. And Douglas might have sneaked through for that third automatic spot. So Tina Clayton showing that she's ready. 11.27 for Tina Clayton.
Yeah. So if you look at the replay here, Shania Douglas a poor start, but no such disappointment for the twin turbo. Tina Clayton trying to get back to her 2022 shape. Brenna Williams also looking good this season as well, having moved away from the Jamaican scene to Los Angeles, and that's doing well for her.
Official results now: Tina Clayton 11.27, Brenna Williams 11.37, Shania Douglas 11.67, and Anthony Strawn 11.70.
All right, so just 2 more to go in the senior women 100 meters preliminaries. 5 of 6 comes up next.
Interesting scratch from this heat. No Shashley Forbes.
Well, I haven't seen her all season, so
here is the start list. Chanel Dawson, Ashanti Moore, Shanice Walker, as we said, no Shashley Forbes, Kishana Niles, Lavanya Williams, and Crystal Morrison. That's the lineup for heat 5 of 6 of the women's 100 meters.
Yeah, this field promises good running as well. Ashanti Moore, 11.24 so far this season. In this section, though, only one lady sub 11, and she achieved that almost a month ago in Jacksonville, Florida. Shanice Walker, representing Florida State.
Second fastest Jamaican this year as well, Dwayne.
At number 19 in the world at 10.98. She got to the NCAA championship.
Or joined second fastest.
Ran 11.23 to finish 6th at the NCAA championship in Eugene, Oregon.
This camera focuses
there.
On
That's
Ashanti Moore.
Ashanti Moore. Still looking to make that get that breakout at the breakthrough rather at the senior level. Could this be the year for Ashanti Moore? 11.24, her season's best at her best. I think just about 11.04.
Yeah, back in 2023.
And she has run 11.04 at least 2 times. So
yeah, she had a wind aid at 10.96 back in 2022. So well, she's roundabout close to sub 11, couple 11.06 clockings. Hasn't hit those heights in a couple of years.
And she's also one of those coming through from the junior level who a few years ago who we would want to make that transition at the senior level just to get that breakthrough.
Yeah, I think she has immense quality at 200 meters as well. 22.49 her personal best.
Yeah. COVID would have robbed us in 2020 of that clash she was expected to have with
in lane 2, Chanel Dawson from UTEC.
Yeah, Dawson in that big camp at UTEC trying to find her way, but she has lots of motivation. She's gone 12.08 this season.
Representing Sprint Tech, Ashanti Moore.
Yeah, Ashanti Moore has gone so far 11.24 this season.
Shanice Walker is in lane 4.
Yeah, joint number 2 in Jamaica on the list for the 100 meters this season.
Kishana Niles, sorry, for MVP.
Yeah, Niles representing Barbados. She was a world medalist last year.
Lavanya Williams representing Elite.
Yeah, outstanding for William Nib at the time and transferred to overseas now. She's with Elite.
Rounding out the field, Crystal Morrison in lane 8.
Like Shamira Williams, she a fine hurdle as well. Will run from lane number 8, 11.59. Her fastest registered time this season.
Center their blocks. Heat 5 of 6. The women's 100 meter heats. Gone for Shanice Walker. Lane 4 has really improved. Walker 10.98 this season, representing Florida State University. She's lined up in lane 4. Expect the likes of Ashanti Moore to go with her. Niles, the Barbadian, runs over MVP Track Club, also expected to be there. More now gets out quickly and joins Walker. Walker responding, more though staying in front. Ashanti Moore will take this one ahead of Walker. And he said so much about Ashanti Moore earlier, and she got out to a very quick start, gentlemen, and just held that lead and has been having a fairly good season, and I'm sure we'll be pleased with that run. We'll give you the time in just a bit. But powering her way to victory there, Ashanti Moore in winning heat 5 of 6.
Here we see them at the start. A good start on the outside for Lavanya Williams, but back on the inside now, Shanice Walker in the black and Ashanti Moore. They are doing the battle at this point in time, and a powerfully built Ashanti Moore cruises home. Shanice Walker did ease back at the end. She knows that she's through to the semi-finals as well, but take nothing away from that run from Ashanti Moore. It must also be a confidence.
On screen, Ashanti Moore 11.36, Shanice Walker 11.50, Lavanya Williams 11.61, and Kishana Niles 11.74.
So just one more section to come in this women's 100 meters first round. 24 would advance to that semi-finals tomorrow.
All right, so we have 2 scratch from heat 6. So we'll have Serena Cole in 3, Jodine Williams, Nisha Berger, and Kashika Cameron. So no Rashida Gordon, no Demisha Roswell.
It was interesting that I saw Demisha Roswell. It seemed as if the hurdlers are trying their hand at 100 meters this season. Daniel Williams, Akira Nugent, and Demisha Roswell.
Maybe working on the overall speed.
Yeah.
Because that is where the hurdlers is at these days.
Very much so.
12-2, 12-1.
If you're not running that, you're not medaling.
That's for sure. So, 6th and final heat of the senior women's 100 meters. Only 3 out there.
Whoa. No.
Oh, 4 now, 4. Okay. Kashika Cameron, a bit late to the blocks, but she'll be hoping to get out early.
Only 3 to qualify.
So we start in lane 3, Serena Cole.
Yeah, Serena Cole on world record under 24x1 teams.
Right beside her in lane 4, Jodine Williams.
Has got to 11.01 at her very best. She represents Sprint Tech.
In lane 5, Nisha Berger.
Olympian at the 200 meters. Naisha Berger 11.01 at her best.
And rounding out the field, Kashika Cameron from Elite.
Kashika Cameron, formerly of Edwin Allen, now represents or runs under the banner Elite Performance.
Based on this field, very hard to determine who is going to come out on top. I think Nisha Berger, based on what she has shown this season, potentially right up there. Jodine Williams looked injured at the Racers Grand Prix.
On your mark.
So not sure what form she's in. And then Serena Cole goes hot on cold. So let's see what she does here.
Yeah, she's usually hot from the blocks. For sure, Serena Cole, as they settle inside their blocks, usually gets out quickly. At the junior level, usually starts the start of the 4x1s for Jamaica. Member of that World Under 20 World Record team. So Serena Cole in 3, Jodine Williams 4, Nisha Berger 5, and Kashika Cameron in 6. Expect Cole to get out quickly. Williams to come on towards the end. So Cole gets out quickly and hustles. Jodine Williams is also right there. It's Jodine Williams and Serena Cole. Jodine Williams, though, is taking control of this one. Comes across the line now ahead of Cole. And third, Cameron. So those 3 will advance automatically. Jodine Williams back to where she's most comfortable. Running the 100 meters.
I see what you did there.
11.31 for Jodine Williams. Impressive there.
Yeah, reacted well to the blocks to Jodine Williams. So did Serena Cole. Jodine Williams now running up to the shoulder of Cole and powers past her. Cameron comes through for 3rd with Cole in 2nd, but Jodine Williams just outside of her season's best of 11.27. Looked focused, looked comfortable. I think, as Jermaine said, in a space where she has been comfortable in quite some time. Runs close to her season's best, negative 3.0 meters per second.
Official time on screen 11.31 for Jodine Williams, 11.52 Serena Cole, Kashika Cameron 11.69, and Nisha Berger 11.75.
Yo, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to my official YouTube channel at Peter Ventures. So guys, I think you have seen the racing queens out of Jamaica, and Jamaica have been doing well. You know, Jamaicans, you can't defeat them easily. They have been performing very well for like 10 years. You can't defeat them. Not Usain Bolt. Not if you're looking at a competition about race, I think you see like Jamaica are competing themselves. I think you have seen that video of Sharka Jackson alongside the other lady from Jamaica. And as you can see, it was like Jamaican competing themselves. So when Jamaicans win, I also feel like I'm winning. You know, Jamaicans are our brothers who were taken there during colonized time. So I'm proud of Jamaica, and I always follow athletics because of Jamaican, and even everything. I even dream of one day to reach to Jamaica and be part of them. I think Jamaica is great. It's a great country, and also they are the capital of the Caribbean. If you come to not about racing only, even if you come to things like comedy, music, Jamaicans are always doing very well. Not queens, not kings. You see, back then, if there was a sprinter called Usain Bolt, and now we have brand level and many more. They have. You think they're jets if they started running. I think they are doing it from their heart. They're also proud of Jamaica. They're doing their best to make Jamaica shine, maintain Jamaica as the best in the world. Jamaican athletes have been really amazing, performing well. But I don't even care if Sharika Jackson or Terry Williams, they just appear and win. So Jamaican have been taking over and they keep maintaining. And I think Jamaica is they are kings of athletes. They are king of sprint. They're really doing it from their heart. Even me, I'm a big supporter, and I like Jamaicans because everything they do, they're doing it like they do it for themselves, and they make the country look so big. They have maintained. I think that's what we need to adapt. Not doing things like you have been forced to do it. You know, if even we need to celebrate Jamaicans, and you know, I think they are our brothers, and I'm also proud of them because many champions come from Jamaica, celebs. I think they always doing well. Congratulations to Jamaica. So for those who have been going through my channel, watching my videos for the first time, thank you for the support, and even don't forget to share with friends, and also remember to subscribe on my YouTube channel. Thank you. I will be back again with some more good videos. Thank you.